Konnichiwa, minasan. I hope you had a wonderful trading week. Denial. So I've been chatting to a couple of traders this week, especially around denial and how denial can be detrimental to your trading, and exactly how denial creeps up as well, and the reasons as to why. For instance, you may have an entry that does not serve you right now. Perhaps it's your stop size. You've got a very tight stop loss, or one that has served you in the past, and you keep getting tagged out, maybe by a pip or so, and price continues to go. But because you're in denial, the trades that you take thereafter, you still take them with the same stop size. Maybe you've heard that you should have your stop size 3 pips above a wick or an area that you're looking at, and that has possibly served you in the past, but it no longer does. But still, you're in denial. And the reason why we get into denial, and it comes in many forms, it could be technical or psychological as well. From the psychological aspect, there are certain things where you can still be in denial and believe, no, this is not how I think, this is not me, but it really is if you dig deep into that. And the quicker that you can get over that denial is the quicker you can then create a plan of how to mitigate against it and then move forward. So you might find that you are in a bit of break even for quite some time, drawdown, or even not even consistently profitable as yet. So I would say, with that said, if you are not, look at the points that you might be in denial of. You might not have a trading plan and believe that you can, be consistently profitable without one, and you haven't been so as yet. You see, so, and the reason why we get into denial is this. Denial, a lot of the time, rises from the fact that we're doing something that once served us, but we do not realize that it doesn't serve us anymore. So right now we are in a changing market. The market evolves. And so with it evolving, we need to be able to see what doesn't work anymore, what doesn't serve us, that maybe once served us before, so that we can mitigate against that. The 3 pip stop loss may have served you before, but right now in this changing market might not serve you anymore. And once you've seen a pattern, once you've sat for 3 months or so, and you've seen a pattern that most of the positions where you've been tagged out, which contributed to your psychology as well, are ones where your stop size was too short. It's okay to open that stop size and make it a 6 pip stop, so that you can at least participate in the position that you are looking at. So have a seat, think about it, give it some time. What is it that you might be in denial of that you can actually mitigate against going forward? Okay, do the work. This is what it means by putting in the work. But nonetheless, this is my top 3 for this week ahead, and it's looking really, really good. So the first position I have here is EuroCAD, Aussie CAD, and with it, it's looking really good. We've had the 1, 2, 3, but now we may be tagging into this point here, which I'd be very interested in. And if we get a little mini 1, 2, 3 touch here as well, I'll be looking for price to push down, give us a continuation, and then I'll be looking at some shorts. Should we not tag into it, if price continues to the downside and shows some kind of commitment, I would then place an order there as well, should we get a continuation. But the interesting bit about this, if you look at the higher time frame, is we could also be heading to the upside. So what I'd be looking for here is, if price gives us a little push in this area and a bigger sort of continuation visible on the 1 hour, I'd be looking for a position to the upside here. I'm also looking at Euro Sterling, which is also looking quite nice. We've had a little 3 touch here, 1, 2, 3. Price initially pushed up but did not commit, and we see it coming back down. So what I'd be looking for is this little scoop, which gives me a very, very good probability for us to then push to the upside, and I would not waste time in taking a continuation here that takes us to the upside. So I'm looking forward to that Euro Sterling. And over here I took a position here last week as well, which was really, really good. It was in the top 3 for last week, if I'm not mistaken, on the third touch up here. And as you can see, we have committed to the downside quite nicely. But price has created a very deep continuation possibly here. So what I'd be looking for is for price to push down first and give us a bit of a continuation on the lower time frames, maybe the 15-minute. And then I would look for a nice little stop loss position and take that to wherever price may take us. But otherwise, I hope you have an excellent week ahead. We're in the last 2 weeks of the third quarter. I'm trusting that you are banging those goals. See you next week.